Sleep to survive. The short and long-term effects of not getting enough sleep. Why should you care? Teenagers in their developing years need enough sleep to keep up with the physical and mental strains of their day-to-day lives. It is during sleep that the body and brains of teens tend to develop, which is why it's extremely important that they get the 8 to 10 hours of sleep per night that they need. Currently, teens are not getting nearly as much sleep as they need to be. Some short-term effects of not getting enough sleep is the next day having daytime sleepiness, the need to take lots of naps, lethargy, not being alert and awake, especially for teens this means not being alert and awake in class, which can lead to procrastination, excess work buildup, needing to stay up late to keep up with what's happening in class, which leads to this vicious cycle of never getting enough sleep. Irritability, depression, and increased anxiety. Sleep and mood regulation are both controlled by the hormone melatonin, so not having enough sleep can lead to a lot of other issues mentally. It could also lead to an increased dependence on caffeine, which can just mean an increased anxiety levels throughout the day and this need for other stimulants such as caffeine and energy drinks. Some long-term effects of not enough sleep can be relationship stress because of the increased irritability and anxiety, the quality of life, excess weight gain and obesity, heart attack and stroke, or diabetes. Insulin is produced while you sleep, so not getting enough sleep can lead to an increased chance of diabetes. It can lead to memory loss because of the increased anxiety and depression. Sleep is also an important time for the brain to just reorganize itself, to recall all the facts learned throughout the day. For teens, this might be looking back on whatever they learned in school, so not getting enough sleep can lead to not having the right materials to study with, not knowing what's happening in class. It can also lead to a weakened immune system. The respiratory system relies on enough sleep so that it can build and become stronger, so not getting enough sleep can mean a really weak immune system. So just in general, teens aren't getting enough sleep because of a vicious cycle of procrastination. One bad night can lead to them not paying attention in class, needing to take naps, which means the following night they need to stay up late and make sure that they're caught up with what's happening so that that means they don't go to sleep on time. There could also just be too much happening throughout the day, excess schoolwork, extracurricular activities, work during the day, and procrastination. But just overall, there's not enough priority for sleep, which is really harmful because it could just mean that they continue to have this increased irritability and depression throughout the rest of their lives and a decreased quality of lives. It's really important to prioritize sleep. It can be difficult to suddenly just create a really good sleep schedule for yourself, but building better sleep habits does not have to be super difficult. It can just be putting away all electronic devices 30 minutes before bedtime, keeping the same wake up time, even if you're on the weekends, just trying to stay within 1 hour of the time you normally wake up in, sleeping in a cool, dark room, stop drinking any caffeine or energy drinks in the afternoon so you go to sleep right away, creating some sort of bedtime routine that forces yourself to get in the habit of going to sleep on time. But to conclude, it's definitely not easy to maintain a good sleep schedule, especially of teens, but the importance of having enough sleep and going to sleep on time does not waver. Improved sleep habits have been proven to lead to lower risk of disease, more productivity, better health, and an overall happier lifestyle. Some may argue that overall teen depression and anxiety rates can face a decrease if sleep habits are better enforced and maintained. So the conclusion is that it's really important to prioritize sleep even with everything that teens have going on in their day-to-day lives.